Alright, hello test takers. We will be giving you a login information to sign into a specific Gmail account. When you log into that Gmail account, you will see 3 different emails. The first one you want to click on is a document. Then click on the link, which will open up a basic template document where you will end up pasting the specific information we will need. Next, you'll go back and open up the information provided. In here, you will see a attachment that you'll want to view and pertinent information that I'll show you what to do with in time. Next, you'll want to go back and open up the templates email, click on the link, and you will see several different links on a site page that we have created. So you're going to want that open as well. Now go back into the email and reopen the information provided, because we did that one last, and have that one left open. So as you have these 3 tabs open, and you'll want to start by looking on this tab. So this is a screenshot of what in the future will be the information we will need transferred to the document. So starting here, you're going to want to first look at the attic flat, and that will then indicate which one of these links you will need to click into. And if we look back at that, for clarification's sake, you'll then see basements and overhangs. So you'll see that there's a basement one and an overhang link. So we look at that again, you will see the description will give you information you need, the quantity, and the price will all be used. So we'll start with what has to be done. So you're going to want to look at the attic flat, click into the attic flat, and then go back and see that it's 7 inches of blown fiberglass. The fiberglass is the type of insulation, and this may change depending on what is needed for that specific case. So as we go back into the attic flat tab, fiberglass is the first one, so that's the one we'd need, and you'll see that there are other ones depending on the situation. So I'm going to start with my cursor here, highlight the entire template, and then I'm going to, I was hoping I could copy it. I was hoping I could just show it. Then you'll do Control-C to copy it, go back to the work scope, and paste it. And then, because this is the first one we go, the highlights indicate things that will need to be changed by you in order to get the template and the work scope done correctly. So the first thing we'll change is the number. This is the first one, so it'll be number 1. And then we'll look back in here and we'll see that it's 7 inches. So we'll change this highlight to 7 for 7 inches. We'll look back in here, we'll see that the quantity is 732. So that indicates that this here is the approximate square footage equals the quantity, in this case, 732. And the last item we'll need to change is the price, which you'll find under price. So it's 1,234. We'll come in here, do 1,324, period 00. Enter, enter, and we can move on to the next item. The next item starts with basement.
That's 234.
Oh. I failed. Then we will click back, return to the sites, and we'll go into basement. Then we'll go back and see we are looking for an oil hydronic boiler, 87% AFUE. At this point, you will need to reference the notes in the email to see what size the boiler is. In this case, the boiler is 105 BTUs. So we'll look in the template, and we happen to see the first one is 105. However, it could have been 125 or 150. or a different type of boiler. In this case, a gas steam boiler. But, as we know, in this case, it's an oil hydronic boiler, 87% AFUE 105. If you want to check your work real quick, you can look here. Oil hydronic boiler, 87% AFUE 105 BTUs, according to the email. So we will highlight, and this is a header, so this we do not need for the work scope, but we want everything below that up to the dollar, the last highlighted price, and before the next header. Something like that. Good. And again, we will end up changing anything and everything that isn't highlighted. So in this case, the number becomes 2, because it's the second one we've pasted down. And on this one, the only other thing we need to change is the price, which again we get from the screenshot, which is $7,689. $7,689.00. And since accuracy is important, you're going to want to make sure you check your work. 7689, 7689. We can put the cursor down for the next item, come back to the screenshot, and we'll see the last item is an overhang. So we'll click back here into the sites, find the overhang tab, or link, which is right here. And then we'll have several different options. So we'll look back in the screenshot and we'll see it's 8 inches of dense pack cellulose. So here we have fiberglass, dense pack fiberglass, dense pack cellulose, high density spray foam. It's a dense pack cellulose, so we'll take this template, copy it, Control C to copy it, come into the document, Control V to paste it, and again, like always, all of the highlighted sections need to be changed. This is the third template, so we'll put it as number 3. Look back at the screenshot, and we'll see that it is 8 inches of dense pack cellulose.
Is it square feet?
Oh, square feet. Never mind. We'll see that it's the square feet is what you will find in the quantity. And on the overhang, the quantity is 87. So we'll change the 2 X's under square feet to 87. And on this, we'll see that there's this information here, both front and rear. This is a location specific, which you'll find the information in the email under relevant notes for the job. The overhang is on the rear of the home only. So we'll come here and take out the front, because it's only on the rear. And rear of the home. And the last item we'll need to change is the price. Check the screenshot, which says $576. Go back into the work scope. Change it to 576.00. And now that we're done with this one, again, accuracy is important, so we'll check the work. Click back in. We'll see that it is 87 square feet is the quantity. Here we have 87. The email said it's on the rear of the home only, so we have in the rear. And the price is $576. The price is $576. So those are all the items that we need on the work scope. Your next step will be, I guess we could start with the name next time. I don't know. The name, street, town, and zip code, which is located right here. In this case, all you need to do is copy this, Control C, come back in, Control V, and that section is done. And then, oh, there's not a total price screenshot.
So just do the math.
So you'll see up here, there's 2 places for the total cost. We'll move this back up for formatting purposes. So we need the total cost, so you can look at the screenshot and add these 3 numbers up, which in this case I will do. 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 7, 6, 8, 9 plus 5, 7, 6 equals 9499. So we'll change total cost here to 9,499, and make sure we have 0.00 on the end. Then we'll scroll down to this total price, put the same thing, which is 9,499.00. And the last step will be to highlight these items in here, remove and put none for the highlighting sections. You want to change it all to Times New Roman and make sure it's all in 10 font size. Once this is done, you'll also want to clean it up by having the total closer to the items. Maybe that isn't bold. Make sure this is not bold, and then look over everything to make sure it's accurate. Spacing is, there's one space between each item, and that the overall layout looks good. Once that is done, you want to. So we can just go and look at it.
Yeah.
So then, once it is done, you can then send us an email letting us know it is done. We will log into this account, look at the work scope, and verify that it was done to the specifications required.